Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Now we go to the part 2 of the publish account. So what I'm going to do today, show you that how is actually the financial report of the publish account really means to the user. So you must know once you get the report, what is it supposed to mean to the user. Here the first thing actually we have financial position. Yeah, the financial position is to show you once you are ready for the business, you have to prepare all the assets you needed to run your business. The first thing you need to have your non-current assets. So this non-current asset, actually we have three items in the non-current asset. You have your property, plant and equipment. For example, land, building, fixtures and fitting, office equipment, motor vehicles, and you need this asset to run your business, right? And then you have intangible. And what is intangible asset? Here the property, plant, equipment just now actually is about the asset that have physical existence that company can consume and run the business and generate income. The intangible asset is the asset that don't have any physical existence but yet can generate income for the company. For example, goodwill, research and development, trend, patent and trademarks. Right? And then we have investment next. Right? So investment is another activity or another asset the company should have in order to generate income. For example, purchase of share. Here for the investment, we are going to divide it into quoted investment and unquoted investment. So quoted investment where the company purchase the share from listed company which is listed in Bursa Malaysia, whereas for unquoted company, unquoted investment, actually you are purchasing share from unlisted company. Here then you are going to also prepare your current asset. So what do we have in the current asset? All the asset can be liquidate, it can be converted into cash. For example, your receivable, your inventory, your cash, your bank balance and your short-term investment. And this also, this is when your assets are ready, you must know where is the asset actually come from. So this asset come from your equity, whatever belong to the owner of the company. And here one of the item of the equity actually share capital. The share capital is whatever share issued by the company to get finance for the company. For example of the share capital is ordinary share and preference share. But all the share actually must be categorized as share capital except redeemable preference share. Why? Redeemable preference share, actually the share that must be, that company have obligation to redeem at certain period of time. That must goes to the non-current liability. And then you have your reserve. Actually a reserve actually depend or based on what you get from your share capital. For example, share premium. Where do you get reserve? From the issue share. You issue share at premium, you have your share premium. So that's why share capital and reserve must goes together and put close to each other. And last and not the least is non-current liability. If the company thinks they have enough of about issuing shares, they can do borrowing. Right? So the borrowing can be from long-term loan or issue of debenture, issue of bond and all that. And this we call non-current liability. And then lastly we have current liability. What is a current liability? Current liability means where you can or you must, is an obligation of the company and must be fulfilled or paid by the company within 1 year. For example, trade payable. When you're purchasing goods, you have to pay for the purchase within 1 year or less than that. Okay, all these assets are ready for the business, and this asset come from this item. Therefore, you can start have your transaction. The first thing, you must have your sales, right? Before you have to have your sale, you have to have your cost of sale. So that's why you are going to show you all your sale and cost of sale in your account of statement of profit or loss account. So you have your sales minus cost of sale, you get your gross profit. And then because from there you also have to incur other costs. For example, selling and distribution expenses, advertisement. How are you going to sell your asset, your goods, if you cannot advertise? Nobody knows, right? So go for the advertisement. That's cost for you. So you're going to classify as your selling and distribution expenses. And we have others, for example, commissions, salesman's commissions, salesman's salary, depreciation of motor vehicle. All these costs incurred directly to sell your product. And then we have your administrative expenses. What is this administrative expenses? Expenses that incurred but in order to administer all the company's performance and activity. Yeah? And then you have your profit operation. End of the day, you're going to get your profit after tax. Then you're going to consider other income. Yeah. From there, you're going to post all these items, for example, profit after tax and other comprehensive income, to the statement of changes in equity. You know, the statement of changes in equity is about your share capital and your reserve. So actually, your share capital and reserve have been expanded. Should be expanded once you are doing your business, right? So you're going to get your asset increase, your reserve increase, Because of double entry system, you're going to get balance of your account for your assets and your finance by item, right? And then here, I'm going to explain you what is a property plant equipment. Property plant equipment that I told you just now is about the asset that you have, which is having a physical existence, and then you're going to consume for 1 year, and then this asset, there's many assets involved, for example, land and building, and they also have a depreciation, cost of wear and tear. So all this must be recorded in your report, but shouldn't go to your statement of financial position. Why? Because you have to show just figure or lump sum figure in your statement of changes. That's why we have a notes to the account for the property and plant equipment. Yeah? But notes to the account, actually there's many of them actually. But I just want to emphasis on the property plant equipment. Why? Because this is one of the vital item in order to prepare the published account. So here, this method that I'm going to show, or this tool actually is very good for the students or who taking diploma and degree in order to prepare the financial or published account. This is also good for those who already complete the subject but need to remember of the item. Alright. That's all for today. For the part 2, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Kemanapun aku pergi, bayang-bayangmu mengejar, bersembunyi di manapun, selalu engkau temukan. Aku merasa letih dan ingin sendiri. Tak ada yang menjawab, sebab semua peristiwa hanya di rongga dada. Pergulatan yang panjang dalam kesunyian. Aku mencari jawaban di laut, ku seret langkah menyusuri pantai. Aku merasa mendengar suara menutupi jalan, menghentikan petualangan.
Okay, I think the game is pretty good. It helps me to study. It helped me to study financial accounting. I have trouble studying about the format. To remember the format, it's kind of hard. But when I do this game, people discuss about it. it helps me to grasp the format, and it makes me remember it easier.
From this activity, I can easily understand all the format from the question. So in the real exam, I could easily write out the format first, and I will get extra mark. And I would like to have this activity again and again. Yeah.
Okay, so we all know that cash flow is a little bit difficult and publishing is also difficult. So I find this game to be something that's really, really interesting, and it gives us a visual and not just something that we write on the paper, because a lot of people don't really understand that one. So it gives us a visual, something we can touch, and as we all know, hands-on education is a lot better and we can understand better. And we can impart it in the examination, because the understanding of it, instead of just memorizing what's on the paper, we can have it, arrange it, and then we can truly impart it on the paper with an understanding, so that we can apply it not only in the exam, but also after when we want to work or something like that. That's all.